Okay, kiddies, hang on. It would have been a lot better if I had done this in the first place, wouldn't it? Dr. Freedom here with the Times from Dr. News from in and around the universe that will amaze and astound you, just like this week's coming episode. A lot of people were asking about my last video. What the hell's that? The folks over at Amino asked me to introduce and talk about their app with a quick ad, and I said, oh, why not? Anything that helps out the Whovian community, I'm more than willing to do it. And it seemed like a good app. I took a look at it myself, played around with it. Also, I'm hearing it's a far better community than some that are out there that I've heard about. But either way, if life is getting you down and things are feeling weird, just zoom in on Eve's butt. It works for me. Okay, let's get into the news. Let's get on it because I decided to do a quick video tonight because there is some stuff I want to show you. I was going to hold it off till tomorrow, but I'm like, nah, better not. Okay, first off, we have Pearl Mackie talks to Vault and says she will talks to Vault, the fans, and will she stay on? Now, this is a short little clip here if you want to take a look at it, about 4 minutes 15, and she made this was off this morning. She talked to Iman Holmes and Ruth Langford about Doctor Who production values, becoming the companion, the fans, what's in the vault, and will she stay or will she go? The problem is everything I've read is saying that she is leaving the show at the end of the series. She will not be in the Christmas special, but you never know. Hopefully things will change because I think Pearl Mackie has been an amazing companion so far. So, okay. Added on to the clips page over here on BBC. Don't worry, you're going to get a link to all this down in the description box. Don't mind the whistling. That is my tablet there, picking up stuff off Twitter and whatnot. Will Peter and Pearl be in Extremis? And Steven introduces Extremis. Also, there's a little bit here about a game that we're going to talk about in a second, and that's the trailer for it. And it will, like I said, there's an article dealing with that in just a minute. So go check these out before this week. You'll get a look at what they're saying about it, the intro of the episode. Moving on, Michelle Gomez drops hints on how Missy will return to Doctor Who and pay attention. She says, whatever you do, pay very, very, very close attention to what's going on in the 6th episode. But she goes, basically when they asked about how big her involvement is, she goes, I don't know. It depends on how they cut it. They might have cut all my bits. I never take anything for granted. Last thing I know, I think I was in episode 6. I think I made it through that, but all the other stuff might be on the cutting room floor. So she goes, yeah, you're just going to have to pay attention. That's all I want to say when you watch episode 6. So obviously, and also as the Moff said, the vault is getting opened in episode 6. Now, is it Missy? I'm leaning towards the fact it is. Or it could be they're just yanking her chain. Maybe it's even Sim in there. We don't know. But we'll find out either way. So, and as here they give you a little reminder of where we left Missy at when she was, left off on one of the quote-unquote now multiple God knows how many Scarrows. And, or the current Scarrow, we'll say, with the Daleks at the end of which is familiar. All right, 5 theories for what's inside the vault. Gallifrey, no, it's a Who's in the vault. They've already given that away. A monster, possibly. Some have given the hint that it's another incarnation of the Doctor. Missy is most likely. John Sim is also on that suspect list. But if you want to read their little reasonings for this right here. 10 teasers for Extremis. Okay, they attempted to do what the Daleks couldn't in 1996. By the way, that was, for you folks, flashback. They killed the Master at the beginning of the 96 movie. Long story on that, on why they did it the way they did it. What was he doing on Beryllium again? Oh, that's right. If I remember correctly, they're referring to, is this Nardole? Because Nardole, I think, was supposed to be aiding River Song with a heist or something like that, wasn't it? All right, so maybe I've got that wrong. Extremis very subtly pays off Missy's final line from The Witch is Familiar. I've got an idea for something clever. It was something along that line. She told the Daleks. Opening title sequence gets a very minor digitized makeover. We add another to the Doctor's list of famous permars. My Italian is not buono, but the headline reads, unexplained suicides across the country. Knock Knock gets mentioned slightly, quote unquote. Bill's first scene is the funniest thing I've ever seen on Doctor Who, even beating what longtime readers will remember as my previous favorite. Reese's single expletive as he wields a chainsaw in Torchwood, something borrowed. 9, a very familiar item from the Doctor's past reappears. Yeah, okay, we've seen this in the trailer. I want to know how in the heaping hooping high hell that he suddenly has River Song's diary, which was left in the library surrounded by Vashta Narada. But I just hope it ain't going to be another one of them Magic MacGuffins. Magic Muffet MacGuffin. Say that about 5 times fast. Magic Muffet MacGuffin. All right. Warning, I have full permission to kick your ass. Okay. I threw this on here because I don't normally go with these guys too much, but they accumulated some of the stuff from the Reddit chat that Michelle Gomez had and other stuff. So, what do you call it? She had an Ask Me Anything session. All right, moving on. The Guardian. Finally, the Doctor gets the regeneration we've been looking for. It's a kind of positive review about how they've changed things in Series 10 versus before, and how they feel Pearl Mackie has breathed life into this show. So, boom, boom, boom. All right, ratings accumulator. I just threw this on if you want a quick reference as to how the show is doing. First off, you have O for overnight. Then you have your consolidateds. I hate to say it, but things are a little bit down. But keep in mind, there's reasons for that. Don't go, oh my God, the show's getting canceled. Don't go freaking out yet. They wouldn't have hired on Chris Chibnall if they were canceling the show. Siri, okay, here we go. This is a synopsis for Lie of the Land. The world is gripped by you'll read this for yourself, but it's beginning to sound like whatever's going on, the Doctor's fallen under the influence of it. And it's not looking good for Pearl because she has to go up against him, apparently. Lastly, here's that thing I was talking about earlier, Fly the Tardis Through the Time Vortex, and its new free Doctor Who video game. It works on mobiles, tablets, desktops. If you want to go check it out, boom, boom, here's all the info you need, okay? Sorry I have to make this quick and dirty, but I was running a little bit late tonight. I wasn't even going to do a video tonight, but I figured, why not? I got the articles. Why let them back up? Let's do it. Okay, Death Moon 10. If I ever get a chance to get 5 minutes to sit down and edit it, I will. Like I said, I'm just about done with scene 1. I was starting on scene 3. I was going to go back and do scene 2. And it's going to be it's not the same length as usual, about 10 minutes long. But things are coming to a head. And like I said, and also keep your eye out for episode 11, which I'm already in the beginnings of writing. That way I can jump right onto it and hand out the lines as soon as I get it done. And like I said, in episode 11 of Death Moon, you're going to find out the secret of Tanamaki. Okay, so until next time, Bri, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. Check out Hubi and Amino. Have a good one.